We would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we record this podcast, the Wurundjeri Woi-wurrung people of the Kulin Nation. We pay our respects to their elders past and present and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples listening today.
Trigger warning for this episode, we discuss adult themes, body image, diet culture, and it contains some coarse language, so please be aware if you have little ears around. This episode of Life Academy is brought to you by Celsius, which is, let's be honest, the only reason we are hanging on and stumbling our way through life right now.
Oh my God, it's so true. Because last night I probably got about 1 hour's worth of sleep. Isla is sick again, and then the dog needed to go out too, and just like I'm exhausted today, but I got through Pilates before I came here.
Go,
and
girl.
Now we're here doing this. Thank you to Celsius. I'm drinking today the green apple cherry flavour, which is actually my fave one. So thanks, Celsius.
Cheers, Celsius.
Cheers.
Well, hello and welcome to Life Academy. I'm your host, Dena Amy Kaplan.
And I'm your host, Alicia Bennett.
On screen frenemies.
To real life besties.
Oh, it's been a minute.
It has been
I
a bloody
almost
minute.
forgot our intro.
I know. I need to have a little sip of this to make sure my brain's switched on him.
Yeah, get your Celsius switch on.
She's coming.
Hi.
Hi. I miss you. How are you?
I feel like I haven't seen you in 100 years.
It actually feels like 100 years. I think I don't know why it feels like 100 years.
I think we just got used to seeing each other every week.
Yeah.
And then we haven't seen each other for like maybe
2
weeks. Yeah. And
that feels like forever. I've been looking forward to this.
Me too. Can I just say I'm like so grateful you're in my life.
Me too.
Like I just fucking love you and I love our catch-ups and it feels like something's missing when we're not doing it.
Big time. Like I've missed you so much. I was like, I am so excited to come in and just catch up with you. I'm so glad it's a life lately today because
me too.
We
need a sesh.
We need a sesh.
Yeah.
And I feel like we need a sesh. Like my brain needs
Let's go.
the
Dump. Just dump.
What a dump. Need to have a dump.
Start. Go. You dump.
Okay, so it's been I think I texted you and I was like, I've been sort of trying to stay off social media as much as possible and like keep the mental health.
You've been a little
in check.
MIA.
I've been really MIA. I think this time of year, I just get a little bit overwhelmed. And I think like one of the last episodes we recorded, I said to you, like my brain isn't like firing on all cylinders at the moment. Like I'm forgetting dates and times and things. And so I'm finding it's happening more and more as we're nearing the end of the year. I think it's just a hectic time of year. And on top of that, I'm really trying to get these Pilates hours done and smashed out. And then I'm just trying to be really present with Isla and I think on top of that too, and we'll get into this a little bit more when we get into the episode, but like my body image stuff, and I've been really thinking about that in a negative way lately. And so that's just been, just a whole bunch of things are just sort of getting on top. And I think what I texted you the other day, I was like, I've got my logical thoughts and then I've got my illogical thoughts. And
I said, God, you're the most self-aware. Like you are. Like the fact that you're able to go, I'm having these thoughts. I know they're not true. I'm witnessing them.
But they're the ones that are winning.
Yeah.
Like they're the ones that are just there. Yeah. Like I know. Well, yeah, we'll probably get into that. But basically that's what's been going on. And I've been MIA because I've just wanted to make sure that because I'm also like, I'm getting really snappy.
Oh.
And I think like I've noticed.
Sounds like overwhelm. Like
I've noticed if I don't want to be that parent that like sits there while my daughter's trying to get my attention and I'm sitting there on my phone. Yeah. So I've really not wanted to do that. I kind of caught myself doing that a few weeks ago and I got really angry at myself because I was like, how I can't.
I'm not going to be like that.
Yeah. It made me really, really sad. It's made me really sad now. I'm not going to cry, I swear. But yeah, so that's been me. I've just been like just overwhelmed.
Sounds like your inner critic's also having a little field day with you.
Yeah, she's like even
the way you just like felt so critical about having the phone in your hand and, you know, like it's so like we all do that, you know, every parent, like this shit has to be done. Woolies orders need to be placed. Emails need to be answered. Like you know, you're such an incredible mother. I was just talking to a friend on the phone, just so you know, a mutual friend of ours who I will keep anonymous, but she was like saying, I just want to be a mum like Alicia.
Oh,
like people honestly look up to you so much as a mother.
Yeah.
And
so nice.
when I hear your inner critic, I'm going to cry too. When I hear your inner critic being a little bitch to you, I'm going to tell it to seriously back the fuck off my bestie, because you're amazing and people look up to you and I look up to you and we're crying in the first 5 minutes of the podcast.
Like,
this is what happens when we don't see each other for 2 weeks.
Oh my God, the dump's happening. It's really happening. Thank you. That's very, very, very sweet of you. And I try to be a really good mum. And like some days I think like, I'm doing this. Like I feel like I'm doing a good job being a mum today. And then some days I just think like, you failed.
No.
It's just, so it's hard. Like some days are hard and some days are not. But yeah, at the moment that illogical little bitch is just. Little bitch is. She's being a little bitch.
That mean girl's being mean.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to hear that, but I am like ready with guns out to like
guns
fucking take that bitch down. Like I will take her down.
Thanks, honey pie.
Yeah.
How are you? Tell me about you and your life. What's been going on?
I am really good.
Yay.
I'm really fucking busy. Yeah. Like wow. I have really bitten off more than I can chew, and I am like I'm getting up at 5 a.m. to study so I can fit in my hours before Maya wakes up. And the last 2 weeks have been insane. I had one of my retreats, which was absolutely amazing and beautiful. Yep. But the work that goes into it, both before, during, and after is huge. And it like takes a toll. And I've also got this weekend my psych workshop, like in-person workshop where we do our actual like practical assessments. So we like sit down and we do role play, like someone's there pretending to be your client.
Oh
and like,
goodness.
So it's a really big, it's like 50% of your mark. So it's like a really big deal. Yeah. So I've had a huge amount of work and assessments to get through. I just decided.
You're going to absolutely fucking nail that, by the way, Dena. Like you do it so well just sitting across from me on this couch. Like that's 50% of your grade. Like you're passing that with flying colors, girlfriend.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We had a few weeks ago a workshop where we did it the first time round, and it was really funny because for the role play part, you have to like just like sit on the chair and like make up a problem, and I was like, yeah, this is the easiest thing ever, and everyone was like, why are you finding this so easy? And I was like, oh sorry, I used to be an actor or whatever, but like I just realized like it isn't easy for people to just like role play. They were so nervous about the role play part, and I was like, this is so funny, this is just like acting class to me. So I found that really funny. And then another thing, like one of the people sitting with me said when I was being the counselor, they were like, I feel like your eyes are piercing through my soul. And I was like, nice. Hectic. Okay. And then she also used the word intense. She's like, your eyes are so intense. And I was like, okay, I don't know how to make them back off, but I need to like learn to like soften my gaze or something. Because eye contact is very important. Yeah. And I get lots of fucking comments on this podcast about my eyes.
Yeah.
And like now I'm like really conscious all the time of like, am I like staring too much? Am I blinking too much? Am I being too intense? So anyway, it's just a little.
I honestly, it's nothing I've never necessarily really noticed. I think like here and there you'll be like, oh, okay, like your eyes, but not in a sense. I don't know. When I'm just talking to you normally every day, I've never just been like, oh, that's so intense. Like your gaze is too intense.
Right?
Like, never.
Well, I said it. I told my therapist. I had a really good therapist. I haven't been doing therapy regularly because thank God I've been in a really great place.
Yeah.
So just every now and then we've been doing like a little sesh when I feel like I need one, a little top up. And she said to me that people say that to her all the time, like that I feel like your eyes are piercing through my soul. And she said it's because a lot of people are actually very intimidated by eye contact.
Yeah.
And I do make very steady eye contact with people. I always have. And I think for some of the people in the course, like they were quite like not intimidated, but they found the eye contact part really quite intense. So anyway, that was quite funny. But I've got that going, studying. I'm studying really hard. Like the workload I've taken on is considered full time, but I don't have the hours to do it full time. So I'm just like getting up as early as I can. And then when Maya goes to sleep, I'm like studying at night as well. But I'm loving it, which is the good part. Like for the first like 5 to 6 units, I was like, this is not for me. Because it was just it was just all academia, and it was like
all the theory,
it wasn't even theories I'm interested in. It was just like about like referencing and how to write academic essays. And it was just like really about academia.
Yeah.
Now we're actually into the like counseling stuff, and it's fascinating. We're learning about like narrative theory and like all the different like CBT and Gestalt therapy and all the different types of therapy. And I'm doing trauma-informed counseling as my unit, which I love, and that's the area I'm really interested in working in.
About.
So I'm loving it. So that feels good to be like studying something I'm actually really loving, because I wasn't loving it for the first year, but now I'm really enjoying it. And then I just decided to throw in there a little makeup masterclass, which I was like, this will just be like just a fun little few hours
to do.
But it was also a lot of work. It was amazing.
The prep to go into that and then to do it, because it's also like just your social battery must be running on empty.
It is very low. I have to say today, super grateful that it was just us today, because I was like, I actually don't have it in me to like converse with anyone but you, because like with you I can just like
we've got our flow
and I can just be like so fucking real, like, and I don't have to remember to talk about anything. We just riff. But I was like, I've got, and like I couldn't do my hair. I was like, I just don't have the energy like to get ready, you know what I mean, to get ready. And I did my makeup literally in 5 minutes. I was like, I just don't have time. So I've been, very busy. What else? Like, okay, there's been so much going on. So the retreat, the makeup masterclass, which was amazing and I loved, but yes, it was full on. I had like, not surgery, but I had a procedure done on my back where I had to go under for, and I had to be in hospital for a couple of days for that. And unfortunately, it's done fuck all.
Why? Why has it done nothing? How is it
so
done
annoying.
nothing?
I don't know. This back saga. So I've got this condition called EDS, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and people with EDS get chronic injuries, chronic pain. I'm actually on the like good scale end of it. One of my friends has it. My friend Beck has it, who I was raising money for. She like has surgeries like every second week. Like it's insane. You know, like she's like my age and having hip replacements and like all this crazy stuff.
Wowie.
So it's like when you're super hypermobile, which made me an amazing dancer, but has fucked me up, especially since pregnancy. So anyway, the upper back area is better, which is what I was in hospital for last year. But the coccyx area is really severely bad. And so the coccyx is like the tailbone for anyone who doesn't know. And so my pain specialist was like, okay, this is going to work. We're going to like get in there. We're going to do this thing called radio frequency something and a ganglion impar block. I don't know, the anaesthetists out there will know what I'm talking about. I wonder if any anaesthetists listen to Life
Shout
Academy.
Shout out if you do. I want
Probably
to know.
my one like bestie. But anyway, she was like, it's going to basically, we're going to like numb out the whole area and get rid of all the nerve, like, I don't know, the nerves
Endings
firing
or
off,
whatever,
and it's not, you're going to be pain free. And I woke up from being under and they were like, scale your pain from 1 to 10. And I was like, 0. I had no pain. I was like, oh my fucking God. I was like 0. And then they were like, okay, great. You can go home. And I was like, great. Everything. About an hour after I got home, in agony.
Oh.
So the anesthetic had obviously
not
worn off when I was in hospital, which I just think is really irresponsible.
Yeah.
Like, why are you asking people while they're still under how their pain is?
How their pain level is,
Because then I got home and they didn't discharge me with any medication, because they even said to me, like, do you need anything? And I was like, no, like my pain's at a 0. So I was like, I'm good. And I was like winning. Anyway, I was in agony an hour after I got home. And it just, these last few, like 10 days since, I think it's been 10 days or so. Yeah, it's just been really shit. And the position that hurts the most is sitting. So driving to Melbourne really aggravates it, which is challenging because I drive here like twice a week.
Yeah.
And then studying really aggravates it because I'm sitting for long periods of time. And I haven't been getting to the gym and like doing the stuff that helps it because I haven't had enough time. So yeah, anyway, I feel like I'm taking up all the time.
No,
but
this is fascinating.
So
did you speak to the doctors and what did they say?
I've got to follow up next week. So I don't know what she's going to say. I'm going to say, girlfriend, that cost me a fortune. and I had to go under, which is not a small deal. I'm not a huge fan of going under. Like, you know, it's a big ordeal to do that. And like it cost a fucking fortune and it's like not covered. So I was like, I just don't have the money for this. I don't have the energy. But if I'm being honest, I feel like I would take physical pain over emotional pain any day.
Yeah. Okay.
And I've been in such a good place with my mental health, like 0 depression, 0 anxiety.
Wow.
Sleeping well, fucking feeling joyful.
This is
so
nice.
You know what? A bit of back pain, I'll cop it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I will
that.
take it. I'm really good at like I have a high pain threshold, and like if I had to choose, I would take back pain every day over depression. Yeah. And I mean,
it would be great if you had none.
It'd be great.
None of the things, but I totally
can't all be rainbows and unicorns or whatever Kat's line is, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, look, it's not ideal, but I feel like I can't even complain right now because so many wonderful things are happening, and like the retreats have just been amazing and so fulfilling and purposeful and meaningful, and the podcast we're doing amazing things here, and that feels so good. And I'm really loving motherhood, like just loving this age. It's so delicious, this like 2.5, when she's not being a complete asshole and bitch to me. Do you know what she did the other night?
What did she do?
She came up to me, she goes, Dad's so annoying. And
what?
We have like never used the word annoying in our house, I don't think.
Savage.
And I go, really? I was like, yeah. She goes, yeah, he just cries. And I go, oh, wow. I said, go tell him. So she goes up to, he was in the shower. So she goes, she opens the sass on this kid. She opens the door. She goes, Dad, you're annoying.
Oh.
But she doesn't know what it means.
No.
So she goes, Dad, you're annoying. And he goes, have you looked in the mirror? And then she walks over to the mirror and just starts looking at herself. And I was like, you're amazing. Like she just brings hysterical like joy.
So much joy, isn't it? Some of the shit
they say.
Isla's started this thing now where she likes to pick her nose and just like leave it.
No, mine does the same.
Anywhere. And then the other day she picks her nose and she just like wipes it on my jumper, and I was like, are you right there? She goes, yeah. And I was like, do you know what you just did? I go, what do I usually say to do with your snots? She goes, put it in a tissue. I go, did you? She goes, no, I put it on your jumper. And I was like, where was the tissue? She's like, nah. My girlfriend, come on.
Maya's obsessed with boogers as well. She like puts them, like she'll pick them out, looks at it, puts it like in a spot somewhere. And then if I get a tissue to remove it, she's like, no, Mom, that was my booger.
My booger.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, babe.
Go.
Yeah, they're so funny.
I've found a really good way, by the way, if there's almost a meltdown coming.
Yep.
Or like if you notice, because I notice with Isla, she starts to get like she'll do sort of this thing where she gets
too much energy.
Needs to get like some anger out or energy out or something out. And I saw my girlfriend do it to her kid. She said, because her kid started to sort of like hit her a little bit, and she goes, you're allowed to be angry, but you're not allowed to hit me. If you need to do something, you can push on my hand.
Ooh.
And I was like, oh. So I've started doing that with Isla, and she froths it. When she's angry, she's like, Mummy, I need to push on your hand.
Oh my God, I love it.
And I'm like,
healthy
get it,
rage,
girlfriend.
Get it out.
Get it out, do it. And it makes her smile straight away. Like she still has the sort of like the rage behind it, but she's like,
it's like a game.
Yeah. So it's it's actually something.
I love that. I'm totally adopting that.
Yeah. So shout out to my girlfriend Katie, who was like, she's a phenomenal
super mum.
Yeah, super mum. And I just saw her do that, and I was like, that's good. I'm gonna use it, and it really, really works. So anyone out there
back
with
to the
toddlers,
super mum vibe, because I just want to tell you more about this, because we were talking about you on the drive down here, and she was saying it's just so beautiful to see someone so in their meaning and purpose with motherhood, because she's like, does everyone feel that way? And I was like, no, I don't think everyone does feel that way. I think people think they're meant to feel that way.
Yeah.
But for you, it's like such an authentic, like it really brings you so much meaning and purpose. Yeah. And I just wanted to, really let you know that you inspire people with your mothering. So
it's really, really nice. I think I feel very, very grateful that I feel like that about motherhood, because I know that that's not the case for everyone.
No, and I think it really surprises people when it's not the case, because I think they feel like they're meant to feel like that.
You're always told like you're going to be a mother and you're maternal and this and that, and so
it's going to like solve all your problems. It's going to be the answer to all your prayers, and for some people it's not.
Some people it's not.
Or for some people like me, it's not enough. Like for me, I fucking love being Maya's mother, but I also need to be doing 700 other things to feel fulfilled. And that's just what I'm like, and I know that about myself. So it's like exhausting, but like that's how I have to be, because I don't know, I'm neurospicy and I require a lot of things to get a dopamine hit.
A bazillion, quadrillion things. I think for me, I've the amount of purpose that I've found in being a mum, it feels I'm so grateful that I feel like that about it, and I feel so grateful that I've got the kid that I've got. Like she's so amazing. And actually that kind of brings me
so amazing.
Oh my
God. Wait,
hold
on. Hold that thought. I saw a video of Isla. One of our mutual friends showed me a video of Isla where you're doing some Pilates, and then she goes and she gets she goes and she gets like a cloth from the kitchen. She's in a fucking Snow White costume or something, and she starts copying your Pilates moves, and then like the crown like falls over her head, and she's like doing like upward dog or whatever it's called, and just like copying you on the tea towel. I was like, this child, she's just pure light.
She is. She's just, I mean, when she's not being a raging bitch, she's pure light. But you know, and this is the thing though, I think like I mean, kids are all so different, and I'm a little bit terrified for the next kid, because I think like she's hard work, but I think there's also so many parts of her that is easy. Like she's such a sweetheart, and like
so sweet.
So many times throughout a day, she can do the sweetest, most beautiful things and say things like, "Mummy, you're the best mummy in the whole wide world," and I'm like, oh my God, like this is what it's about.
Maya went up to, my mum was wearing makeup and got dressed up because she had a wedding a few days ago. And Maya went up to her and went, because she calls my mum Bibi, because in Swahili, that's Bibi and Babu are grandma and grandpa. Swahili or Zulu, I can't remember. Anyway, we've got South African heritage for those wondering why.
Why?
But she goes up to her and she goes, Bibi, you're a princess.
Oh, bless.
With a lisp.
Lisp.
And she's a bit cross. She's like, you're a princess. Because she's a bit cross-eyed at the moment.
Bless her.
It's
Why is
so
she a bit
cute.
cross-eyed at the moment? Just like that age kind of.
It's been like this for a while. We took her to the eye doctor, and they were like, once her nose grows out, it's because this part of her nose is so flat. So she doesn't have like anything, I don't know.
Stop.
But like Gemma is the funny, because she'll go up to Gemma, she'll be like, I need to wash my hands. And there's just like a lisp and like a cross eyes, and it's just the cutest. It's so fucking cute. You know, like in like the Little Rascals, like the kid who's like, oh, apple. That's like what she's like.
Oh, bless her. God,
it's
she's
really
cute. It's fun. Kids are fun.
Sorry, I like cut you off. Do you remember your thought that I cut you off on?
Yeah, well, I was going to say, it kind of brings me into the thought of like adding another kid to the family, right? So
yes, where are we with that?
Well, we've all been talking about it. Like we've all been talking about it. We're in this together. So yeah, it's something, you know, that I still very much want. And now that I've started doing all of this like Pilates stuff, I'm kind of like I feel strong again, and I'm like, oh God, the idea of like being pregnant, going through those probably like 2 years postpartum until I really felt like kind of myself again, and the idea of going back into that. And now also I'm 3 years older and I've breastfed for 2.5 years. So all of the good stuff that was in my, like, that's all gone.
But let me challenge that.
Yes.
Do you think you're stronger now than you were in your first pregnancy in terms of strength, like muscular strength and fitness?
No, I'm probably about. Oh well, I mean, at this very moment, yes. But I think because my first trimester with Isla, like I didn't do anything. I was so unwell and like, I mean, you know how you feel. It's just
the fatigue
morning sickness, fatigue, all
insane.
of it sucks. So I didn't do anything. And then I also beforehand, I wasn't working out or doing anything consistently. So I was like, well, I can't really start it up now because they tell you if you weren't doing it before because of the relaxant, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I think, strength wise, I'd have more strength now.
Okay, so that's a bonus.
That's a bonus, but I also
because Lucy Olympia Young, our perinatal specialist of the pod,
most phenomenal.
Yeah,
we have to get her on.
Oh, we'll get her on for sure.
Yeah.
She's so brilliant. But she always says to me, like, go into your pregnancy as strong as you possibly can.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to have the best possible pregnancy, like the best thing you can do is get as strong and as fit as you can, and like be lifting weights and so like when I train with her, she's she really encourages that. And I mean, you could be the rare phenomenon like her who's like back sprinting after having twins like 2 weeks later. She's like out of control.
Well, that's kind of something.
But there are people like that.
There are 100% people like that. I've seen it's no.
Person.
And I see social media and I see people who work out all through their pregnancy. Like I was in so much pain during my pregnancy, like with my scoliosis and then the pain in my hips. And it's just like, I can't imagine.
Too, sister.
Like I could
I was on
barely
crutches.
walk. Like how the hell am I going to lift a weight? So I'm a little bit worried about that. And I'm looking into all the prenatals and stuff that I should be taking because I know that like all the goodness and stuff inside of my body. I know I've got to like replenish all of that because that's all going to go to making a baby and a placenta and all the things. And I'm just
you're really thinking about it.
I'm really
I haven't got that far.
So I'm just like, I'm also freaking out a little bit. I'm like, I wish I did this sooner because by the time that like 2 years rolls around postpartum, I mean, and like even trying, like how long will that take? It's just, you know how I said like I've got the logical mind and the illogical mind. Like
I feel like saying to you like, you're not that powerful is what I want to say to you. Like the universe and how it's meant to be, it's going to be. Like you are so not in control of when this being and this little soul and this spirit is going to choose to end up on this earth. Like
doesn't stop me from wishing
you're
that
not
I did
God.
It earlier. But it was like I was so not ready to do it earlier.
The timing will be exactly as it's meant to be.
And I know, and that's the logical. They're the logical thoughts.
That's the spiritual thought.
I mean, I very much know, and I mean, I'd like to have the 100% certainty of all the things, but you never have the 100% certainty of like whether it's actually going to happen or,
No.
So I've got a little bit of
and also you weren't ready to try before now.
No,
you're only ready like when you're ready, and you weren't in that phase of being ready. And yes, you've got your groove back as in you're doing your Pilates and you're doing this and you're doing that. But that's because you have the time and space to be ready to actually try for another child. Like you've had your hands full with Isla and with everything else in your life and moving houses and renovations and life and all this stuff. Like you weren't ready to even be conceptualizing thoughts. So it's like actually the timing's perfect. It's exactly as it should be.
Well, for that, I think just body-wise when I think about, again, just because it's also a little bit logical. Like, I am older and I have breastfed and gone through pregnancy and like there's so much that I would be lacking in nutrient wise, I think as well. So hence the looking into all the prenatals and actually one of the guests that we had on here, Olivia, she helped formulate.
Well, that was weird. You were thinking about Olivia. I was just like, you need to talk to Olivia.
She told me as well. She was like, you got to get your bloods done because she's like so ready. She's there for you.
She's been emailing me she's emailed me like 10 times, be like, send me your bloods. I'm trying to help you. And I just like keep forgetting. And you know how she's like,
so straightforward.
She's fucking funny.
Yeah.
I said to her, you should be a comedian. She's so straight and she's so funny. And she's like, I'm trying to help you here. Send me your bloods. And I'm like, I just haven't been to the doctor to ask for my bloods. Like, sorry, I keep forgetting.
So I had a chat with her and we were talking about, the prenatals and stuff. And it is just the thing of keeping all of the things in mind that like, I fell pregnant very easily with Isla and I need to keep in mind it might not happen like that. And
no.
So that's why I think I've just been,
I get what you're saying.
The spirals of just going down little rabbit holes of all the worst case scenarios. I think just to prepare myself for the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
So
I get what you're saying.
Anyway.
An area.
Okay,
Okay, just quick side note here.
Yeah.
I just need to tell you, you have fully influenced me. I have turned into a Celsius girly. Let me tell you. Okay, I cannot do coffee. I cannot do energy drinks. You know this about me. Can't do it. They make me shaky. They give me the jitters. And then I'm trying to do a makeup job and my hand's shaking and I can't do a winged eyeliner. But with Celsius, I don't get the jittery shakes and I get the energy hit. So I just want to say thank you for influencing me. I am now a Celsius proud girly and I can drink it before my makeup jobs and no shaky hands.
Get it, girl. Yeah, I've been a Celsius girly since I lived in LA. So what? That's
oh my gosh, you're an OG.
I'm an OG Celsius gal, and it wasn't in Australia. I came home from America and I was messaging them on Instagram, Celsius on Instagram, saying when are you coming to Australia? I need you here because this is how OG I am. So finally when they came, I was like, I'm so excited that you are here because it's I don't think I've ever found, coming back to Australia, I never found another energy drink that just worked its wonders with me.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
it makes you feel amazing.
Yeah, I don't crash with it, don't get the jitters because I also don't drink coffee. So it's just been so good that they are now here. So I mean, I'm so glad that I have influenced you. I feel very special in that.
Yes, well, thank you for that.
Thank you, Celsius, for that.
Thank you, Celsius. Okay, so where were we? We need to speak to Olivia. We need to get our blood sorted. We need to start preparing our bodies for future babies, God willing. We have no control or power.
Yes.
Just a quick reminder. We have none. We are powerless.
Yeah, well.
We are powerless. We are powerless.
That was beautiful.
Anyone who watches In the Heights will really appreciate that.
But I think also Olivia would disagree with you in the sense that in the preparation.
Yes.
For
we are powerful.
Yes, we are powerful. And so I've had my little sort of spirals, and I think also now that I've been working out again too. And again, it's just all the things are leading into all the next things. So my body image stuff.
I knew this was coming because it's you're starting to feel, let me guess, a little more confident about your body.
No.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I was she's feeling more confident. She doesn't want to go back to being pregnant. No, we're not there.
We're not there.
Oh, okay. Where are we?
I put on, I don't know how much weight I put on, but I put on a bit of weight. I don't have scales in my house and I don't beforehand didn't really care for them. Now I've been thinking about I want to buy scales. I want to know how much I weigh.
Oh, wow.
And because I look in the mirror and I look
I've never heard
different.
you say that before in all the years that I've known you.
It's the thing that I have spoken about on the pod before about I had that period of time where I was working out specifically to lose weight, not to get stronger. I was really watching my calories and what I was eating. So my thing that's sort of been going on, I just, I don't think I even put that much weight on. I don't look that different, but it's.
You don't look different at all.
Right. So it's, and this is once again, my logical and illogical thoughts. I look at myself in the mirror. I look down in the shower and I'm like, oh, yuck. And
oh.
Yeah. And then I stand in front of the mirror and I put my clothes on and they don't fit the same or they don't feel the same. And I'm or I get bloated after eating too quickly, I get bloated more than I usually did, and it's very annoying because I know that my thought processes are stupid, and I'm now wanting to go and do my workouts because I want to lose weight, which is stupid because I also, if I lost weight at this stage, probably not the right move when I also want to be supporting another life.
I was about to say as well, when you were at a less weight, which, by the way, you look exactly the same, but let's just say when you were at a less weight, according to you or the scales or how your genes feel, it was because you were skipping meals all the time and forgetting to eat, which is really not conducive to having a child and self-care in any way, shape or form.
So
you know this.
I know all of this.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. You know this, but there's the little demon.
There's my little bitch.
Yeah, there's
the little bitch is
she's a skinny bitch.
Shit. Yeah, she's a skinny bitch.
A little fucking skinny bitch.
So it's been very frustrating because then as well, I walk down to my Pilates classes.
Amazing.
And which is great because it's like a bit of a warm up, and then I walk home as well. It's a bit of a cool down, but now I'm like tracking how many calories I'm burning when I'm doing the walk. And I'm like, so it's just, and I'm annoyed at myself because I do not give a shit. Like I don't care, but there's obviously this huge part of me that does.
Yeah.
It's such a strange thing to have like all these really logical thought process of being like, you look fine. Like you look good. You're all good. And then I'll be in the shower, I'll look down and I'll be like, oh, that's lumpy. That's shit. Like your legs look huge compared to what they used to. And like, I know I am the furthest thing from huge.
Yeah.
But this is what my brain's doing. And I
get it.
Honestly,
I get it. I hard relate. Like I know that I shouldn't care, and that, again, the friend on the phone I was just talking to was like, you look so beautiful. And I was like, I fucking wish that podcasting was just an audio platform and I never had to be on camera ever again, because, you know, I just don't feel confident about the way I look on camera. And like, I just don't feel hot and sexy the way I used to in my 20s. And like, I don't think I'm ever going to.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that because I'm a really good person and I'm a good mother and I'm living my life. So I know it doesn't matter. But then there's the little bitch who likes to tell me that like, oh my God, like, especially like my stomach, I've got like such a jelly pouch from where, I don't know if that's a term I just made up or if that's a term, but like I have a really big like hangover from where I like had I don't know, like when the stomach doesn't like shrink back.
Right.
So like no matter what I do, I've got this like really big pouch there. So I like hate the way I look when I'm naked. And then I like go, fuck off. Like you shouldn't be feeling like this. Like you should be so grateful for your body and like you look great and like you still look beautiful and Alex loves you and he finds you sexy. And I'm like, I do not feel sexy. I do. So I'm in this constant like war where I'm like, my higher self knows that this is not important and that I'm really healthy and that I exercise, I eat really well, I take really good care of myself. I have lost weight, you know, like because I was a bit overweight. Obese according to my doctor.
Shut up.
Fucking idiot. BMI scales.
Yeah.
But he's actually a really nice doctor. He was just like going by the BMI.
But the BMI thing
it's just ridiculous.
But can I also just say, like, you are so hot and sexy and beautiful. Babe. Like you genuinely are. Like you always have been and you still are now. And
thank you so much for saying that. I wish I felt it, but I think it's the same with you. Yeah. Like to me, you'll always be like the hottest person I know ever and like the tiniest tiny, and you don't feel that way. And I don't know when this shit ever fixes itself. I feel like no matter how much work I do on myself, but do you know what? It doesn't rule my life anymore. Like I am like too busy being present in my life for this shit to be running the show. And I think because also I'm not in the acting world the way I was, I'm not as concerned about it. You know, my job is not dependent on it.
Yeah.
And no one's telling me to lose weight and no one's like watching my body on screen. And like when we podcast, I can wear shit that I feel comfortable in. So because like there's not people depending on it and there's not this like intensity about it, it doesn't rule my life the way it used to.
Yeah.
And I'm not single trying to get guys to look at my perfect ass. Like I'm with a man who loves my jiggles and whatever.
Yeah.
My humps.
And that's the same with me. Like there's no one in my life that is looking at me being like, oh, you need to lose weight. Like
it's just this
Zach
little bitch.
Wouldn't even know if I've put on any weight. I mean.
You literally, just so you know, like I would tell you this, but like you look exactly the same.
And that's like
exactly the same.
I just don't know why. I think a part of it too is also when I start to eat more, like I've got gut issues. I've always had gut issues. And so like that starts to flare up more as well. And that's another part of it where I'm like, I just know I have to eat super duper clean and like less. And then I know that like my stomach gets better. So it's like, it's that intertwined with the other stuff as well. Like it's just, there's so much to it. And I think part of like the gut issues as well, like enforces the thing where it's like, see, you need to eat less. Like, yeah, it's just
it's not healthy.
It's not healthy. And I haven't, because I am working out more, I'm hungrier too. So I'm definitely,
which is a good thing.
Yes.
Your metabolic system's working.
Yeah, I'm not.
And you're also not in fight or flight.
You don't need that next one. Like, you know, I mean, today I had one of my favorite meals are these like little rice cakes and tuna, but it's the tomato and onion tuna. I don't know
it's
if
the best. I know. It's so good.
And so I had those and I was thinking like, oh, maybe, you know, don't have any more. And I was like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
You're hungry.
That voice needs to go.
Yeah. So and
it just needs to, I think I've said this before, I call it fucked FM. And we just have to turn down fucked FM. Just dial it down. It's always going to be playing. This is being a woman. This is what it's like. We know it's always, fucked FM is always going to be going. We just got to dial it down because yours is fucking loud at the moment.
Yeah, it's been a very interesting thing for me that's sort of come back into my life, especially at this point. It's really, I think because as well with all the breastfeeding and stuff, I was so skinny for so long because like just all of me was being taken. And now that
But also when you were like that, you were saying to me, I feel gaunt. I look unhealthy.
Oh my God, I saw a photo of myself the other day and I was like, oh, I was too skinny. Like that doesn't look good. That doesn't look healthy.
Why are we trying to achieve that?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't want to look like that again either. Like that's not, I think I'm now in this headspace where I'm like, well, I want the muscle, but I want to lose the fat. Like I want to look, and it's
my God, I'm like, what fat? That's the fat.
And that's so true. And I just, my brain.
I get it,
my
babe.
brain.
I get it.
So
we're both self-aware enough and have done enough work on ourselves to know that these thoughts are not logical, they're not helpful, and they're not even truthful, but they're there. And we can hold space for that to exist within us and just know that they're just our inner mean girls and they're really skinny little fucking bitches. Yeah. And sometimes they're really loud, these inner mean girls. Yeah.
It's so interesting to have to like fight that off now, even as
work.
A mother.
It takes work.
Like, it's that
we don't want to role model this to our girls. God, no. So it does take work. It takes work to get these voices to quiet down and say, actually, I'm going to be present with my life right now. And I'm also going to be really proud of all the things I'm achieving. Like you're doing the shit that you wanted to do. Like you said a few months ago, I wanted to do my Pilates hours. I want to be doing this. I want to be present in motherhood. I want to be achieving certain things with a podcast. Like you're doing so many things that you set out to do. Have you taken a moment to like have grace for that?
No. I mean, I think it's hard to in this little cycle of life when my brain's not firing on all cylinders. But I think, you know what, that Live Your Life app thing is really good with the daily gratitude of just the really small things.
Yeah, just
being grateful for my body, being grateful that I'm healthy, being grateful that my family's healthy, being, you know, so just. You know, being grateful that I can feel sunlight on my skin. Like I can feel the warmth of sunlight on my skin. Like if, you know what I mean? That's special. So I kind of having just those little moments of gratitude, but again, it's the cycles.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, you are not alone in this. And after spending a very intense 3 days with a group of women, we all come with our flavors of body image issues in all its different forms and sizes. Every single woman that has walked through the doors of my retreat has something going on with their self-confidence, with their body image, with their relationship to themselves, you know, and we're just not alone in this. And I think it's great that we're talking about it because I'm sure there's people out there who think that we think we're the hottest pieces of shit on earth and like love ourselves sick. But like, meanwhile, we're both just like, oh my God, could I imagine? There has never been a time in my life where I've actually known I was hot. The only times I know I'm hot is 10 years later when I'm looking at the photos from 10 years ago and I was like, you were fucking perfect.
Yeah.
And you were so mean to yourself that whole time. and you let everyone shit all over you and you dated the wrong people and you had no self-worth, and then it's 10 years later. And like, you know what? We're going to turn 50. We're going to look back at this podcast and be like, God, we look good.
Yeah.
God, look at us.
Good.
We look good.
And I was going to say today, and then I was like, I'm not going to say this, but I am going to say it just so it comes
Let it be
out
said.
too. Like, I didn't do my skincare routine today because once again, like my brain, I just started, like I'd washed my face, but then I'd started just putting my makeup on, and I was like, I put no moisturizer on. I didn't do anything. And I was like, no, I'm going to have all the fucking wrinkles and I'm not going to be like, you know, like just my brain.
Again, you look exactly the same. I don't think one day of skipping skincare is going to make a difference. But yeah.
You know, just like that extra little bit of
it sounds
moisture.
Like the mean girl. Like, okay, because I'm a therapist now. I've only got 4 years to go. But no. But from my perspective, sitting in my chair over here, it sounds like the mean girl is taking up so much space in your brain that everything else is not firing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the other stuff is not working the way it should be. Like all the other systems are like falling apart because mean girl is taking up all the space. Like
mean
this
girl,
inner critic.
And do you know what? Scared girl too.
Oh, interesting. So it's fear and
I've got lots of fear.
Critic. The fear and the critic.
Yep.
You need to sit down with both of them, let them say their piece, let them say what they got to say, journal it out, whatever they need to say, let it be said. And then you say, thank you so much. This is really not helpful to me. And we're going to move on.
And do you know what's interesting? I don't think I've found my way of how to get all that stuff out properly yet. Like journaling for me just doesn't really hit. Nothing, you know what I mean? And I haven't, I think because we've got this and we can kind of talk it out, that definitely helps. But I haven't found my thing yet.
You also haven't found a therapist that works for you.
Well, yeah, I was looking into therapists. I don't even know how to find a good one because that's another thing.
You ask
where
your
I'm
friend
like,
Dena.
Well,
and she knows all the good ones. And she'll send you to a really good one.
Because my one that I went to that one time, that one scarred me a little bit.
No, I know. But do you know what I have to say about therapy? Everyone has a really shitty experience at least once or twice, and you can't give up on it because therapy is so amazing.
I know.
If you find the right therapist,
I probably have to go through another like 1 or 2 before I find a great
therapist.
No,
because I'm going to refer you to the amazing ones because I know all the amazing ones.
Okay, good.
Yeah, trust me. I got you.
Save my time because I'm sick of wasting my fucking time.
I got you.
Because I feel like I'm running out of time.
I got you, and the person who I'm going to refer you to is really good with inner critic mean girl stuff.
Good.
Yeah.
That's nice.
She's worked with me, so she knows all about it. And she's actually worked with a lot of actors and models, interestingly. And we've spoken about how the models and the actors she's worked with are the people who have the least self-confidence out of anyone she's ever worked with.
That's interesting. I think because there's so much rejection in these industries.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, the whole thing world is like based on what you look like. It's just fucked. Anyway.
I want to hear more about the self-retreat though, because it looked so beautiful and amazing. What do you think were let's go with maybe like top 3 highlights of this round of the self-retreat?
Okay, I think my first highlight that just comes to mind is we had 2 guests that were returning guests, which I just think is so amazing.
That's great.
It's like the highest form of compliment that out of all the retreats in the world that they would choose to come back to the self-retreat. I just was like, wow.
That feels good. I've got chills from that.
It was amazing. And they came back like different women. So the transformations that they have made from the first retreat to the second were like honestly mind-blowing. Like one of the girls, we call her our poster girl, she first came in, she was like so timid, so shy, no confidence, too scared to speak, really teary. Like it was really challenging to connect with her. She was just in her like, you know, like really closed up. Yeah. She came, just arrived and she was like, hey guys, I'm here. And she was like, let's dance. Like the whole weekend, she was like she lit up every room. She was the life of the party. She has fully stepped into her power. so many goals that she had set for herself, she'd achieved. Her vision board that she'd created, she had like manifested to life. She's in this fully different era where she's like, I'm looking for a man, I'm ready to have another kid. Just fully found her power. And she brought her sister along. And her sister was like more how she was in her first. And it was just like incredible to watch them have this.
I've got chills.
Oh my God. It was
up
just
and down my spine.
The connection was incredible. Another thing that was amazing was Nicole, who is my beautiful dear friend. She's our breathwork and somatic facilitator, and we fly her in from interstate because she's the best in Australia.
Yeah.
And I work with her through my healing journey because I really believe like talk therapy is phenomenal, but it can only get you so far. And then we all store a lot of trauma in the body and we like have to get it out of the body. And breath work is such a powerful way to release so much, and somatic movement, which she does. And it's like almost hysterical. Like she had them like crawling on the, like people are not going to come to the retreat after they hear this because you have to experience it. Like first she takes you through this whole breath work journey. And then at this point of the retreat, we're all like so connected and open with each other that we'll do anything. And everyone's been so vulnerable. Because this is like day 3. And anyway, she's got them like crawling on the floor, like being lions and like then being like monkeys.
It's like an acting class.
It's a bit acting classy, and it's like just very much about embodiment and like getting out of the head, into the body, into the heart space. And she had us all screaming and yelling and releasing things and like, but I, for the first time, usually I participate in all the workshops and the classes, but for Nicole's, I decided I just wanted to watch and like witness it because she's like quite a mentor to me now, and I'm learning from her, and I really want to integrate somatic work into my therapeutic work eventually. Yeah. So I decided to just watch her session and like just witnessing what these women were going through in the breathwork journeys. It was just astounding. Like they were just so brave. Like so many of them I could see were moving through some really big things, and they were just so willing and open to go there and release and just have these really big releases, you know, of like people, like women who would just hold it together all the time. One of the women that came is actually a psychologist. So she spends her life like holding it together for everyone else and holding space for everyone else. And it was really beautiful to watch her like have this place where we were like, we're holding you and this is your safe space, and you don't need to hold it together for anyone. You can just come here and collapse actually. And it was really beautiful to watch her and just like witness Nicole's skill and expertise and knowing how to work with the body and how to work with trauma. And at one point, like she's just so switched on. Like at one point I saw her take like a blanket to one of the girls because she noticed in her body that there was like coldness, and she works with energy as well.
Yeah, okay.
And then she like had her arms like on her hand and then like brushing, like stroking her hair, like this like very maternal and just like all these beautiful like somatic practices. I don't know. I'm not explaining it very well, but it was
you're explaining it perfectly.
It was just quite stunning to witness.
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, everyone's just like crying and hugging each other. And then we just go, all right, fuck it. And we go into like an ecstatic dance. And like, this is a bit of a surprise, and I'm ruining it for anyone who comes to the retreat, but we put on like, it's getting hot in here. And we like get costumes out and we put disco lights on and we just fucking dance it out for like 30 minutes. And like, we just have, everyone's pissing themselves laughing. And we just realize, you know, like, cool, it is deep, and then it's not that deep. It's really not that deep.
Yeah.
And like my tattoo says, like, life is a cabaret.
Yeah.
Like, shake it all off, you know, put on your hat and dance it out. And like, that was so much fun. Okay. And then third thing, so many things. I'm just going to say what's coming to mind first. We actually partnered up with this new beautiful space on the peninsula called Pond. And we did our hot cold therapy there because that's another, like the whole point of the retreat really is to regulate your nervous system and to learn tools and modalities that will help you regulate your nervous system. So when you find yourself in a place of stress, you're like, hang on, I've got all these things I learned at the retreat.
Yeah.
I know how to use my breath. I know how to use my body. I know how to use movement. I know how to use journaling. I know how to meditate. I I've learned all these things.
Sounds like somewhere I really need to go.
You fucking need it. I want you to come.
Jesus.
Oh, wait. So anyway, Pond was amazing and I want to go on and on about Pond. But I've
seen you go there before as well.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful
I'll
space.
do a post about Pond. Anyway, amazing. Check it out. If you're on the peninsula, incredible. Hot cold therapy is one of the quickest, fastest ways we can regulate our nervous system. So if you are someone who experiences panic attacks or really heightened anxiety and it feels very somatic, get yourself into a hot, cold shower or put an ice pack on your forehead. And so also it teaches the body, like when we do these ice baths with the women, what we're doing is we're putting the body in a heightened state of stress where we are in control. And then we're teaching it how to regulate in that stressful situation so that when we are in real life in stressful situations, we come back to the breath and we know how to control. So it's just like, it's really, it's great. But what was wow, was we had Jess, the medium.
Oh, yes.
Which is just amazing because Jess has like a 2 or 3 year wait list.
Yeah.
You can't get in with her. So the fact she came to the retreat, I was like, thank you so much. She was like, I wouldn't do this for anyone but you, Dena. And I was like, oh my God, these women don't even realize how lucky they are. Like, firstly, their gift bags were worth like $10,000. So thank you to all the brands who sent us amazing stuff. And I really I partner up with like brands I personally love and use. So that was just so cool. But anyway, Jess came and did readings for most of the girls and she was so accurate and like tapped into some wild, unbelievable stuff for people. Everyone was just a sobbing mess. Like everyone came out of their reading like, what the fuck
I feel
just
like
happened?
Everyone comes out of a reading with Jess like that.
Her accuracy
she's so
is
good.
next level. And so we did a quick one as well. She did one for me. And Mama came through again.
Beautiful.
Of course.
Yeah.
And we were like looking out at her rose garden, which was so beautiful. And she was talking about my wedding and she was like joking, saying to Alex, like, where's the ring? Hurry up.
So funny.
And talking about Maya and like so many beautiful things about my family. And just saying to me, which was really fucking beautiful to hear. Like she said, firstly, like nobody knows this other than Alex, but she was like, oh, Mama really likes your new doctor. I've just moved to a new doctor and he's like really been amazing with my pain and he's really like caring. And anyway, so like no one knows. I haven't talked about it on the podcast like publicly. And so she was like, Mama really likes your new doctor and you're never going back to where you were. Like the pain's never going to be like what it was and your mental health is never going to go back to where it is.
Oh my gosh.
And I just got
that feel?
so emotional and I was just like, because at the moment things feel too good to be true. Like I keep waiting for shit to all fall apart again and seeing friends, and I've got quite a few friends who are not in very good places at the moment. And I just know I'm a step away from that at all times. Like I am never far from that, you know? I just have, same as you, like with fear for me, it's always that, okay, like the depression's going to come back. And she just kept saying like, it's never going to be like it was. Like you are through the worst of it. You have done the work. You have found what works for you. Stop worrying about what everyone thinks and whatever. Like you figured it out, you know, and you're good. So and it just felt so good to hear that because I still am on medications and it's not how I wanted it. I'm not like this perfectly pure being who like didn't need any medication to like get well. Like no, like for me to be how I am, like it takes medication, it takes work, it takes different treatments and blah, blah, blah. But she was like, but you've got there and it's never going back to where it was. So that for me was very, very moving. And then she was like, and make sure you get some of my jewelry. And then that was so weird because today Mum messaged me being like, I've got to give you guys some of Mama's jewelry.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But anyway, there was way more accurate stuff. And for someone in particular, one of her stories, which I won't share because it's not for me to share, it was incredibly moving and she was kind enough to share it with all of us in our closing circle and we were all just fucking gone, like obliterated. Like it was so beautiful. So those were probably my highlights. And we've sold out for next year for March and June.
Oh my.
So now we've added another date for October. So get in.
Yeah.
Book yourself in for October next year. That gives you enough time.
I can do that.
You might be pregnant. Who knows? Might have a baby by then. How many months?
Could have a baby by then.
Yeah. I might be pregnant by then. God willing.
God willing.
God willing. I don't know why I'm singing so much.
Because it feels good.
Because I'm happy.
It's from the self-retreat.
Hey,
let it all loose.
Can we talk about something? Do we have time? Yeah, we got like 10 minutes?
Maybe. What we got? We've got maybe 5 minutes.
Okay, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've posted this on our Facebook group, which if you are a real fan.
I know what you're going to say. Yep.
If you are a real fan of Life Academy, you need to join the Facebook group because it's where like the private shit goes down.
Yeah.
Also, if you're liking the podcast, can you please subscribe? We don't really understand why, but if you guys press subscribe, it apparently really helps us.
Is it subscribe on YouTube or
I think it's on Spotify.
Or Apple?
Spotify and Apple.
Okay, yeah.
So please, if you're enjoying the podcast, subscribe.
Yeah.
We can't tell you why, but we can tell you.
Why.
We don't know why, but we can tell you that apparently if you do it, we can keep doing this.
Yes.
So please do that. And
please and thank you.
Join the Facebook group if you want to be, part of like the crew.
Yeah.
But what we have discussed with our Facebook group, because I find myself on there a little bit. It's a bit of fun. I much prefer it to Instagram and TikTok because there's not mean people talking about my weight and my blinking or something.
It's fucking stupid,
so there's like nice people and then they don't make fun of me and then not annoying.
Okay, my.
Yeah. Dad's so annoying. But we were like, our listeners need a name. They want a name. The people want a name. And I was always like, oh my God, lifers. Of course. How perfect.
As
the
soon
Kardashians.
as we were talking about
As soon as we started this podcast, I was like, and the listeners will be our lifers.
Yeah.
And then someone told us that there's another podcast and their listeners are lifers. And it's a very popular podcast.
Yeah.
So we can't even steal it or So we need to come up with something else.
Is it copyrighted? Can we steal it?
I feel like we can't. I feel like our demographics of listeners are too similar and they're going to get very confused if they're lifers for both of us.
Yeah.
So it's not good for our brand.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel
they're their lifers. They can't be our lifers and their lifers. So anyway, there's been so many suggestions and there's been some really funny ones. One that really made me laugh was pirouettes, which had me in hysterics. But the one that I really liked was Betty's. Because like Betty's bunheads.
Uh-huh.
And so I was like, so like our Betty's. But then I was like, is it too femme? Is it too girly? Is it too ballerina-y?
Listen, I love Betty's. I do love Betty's.
You hate it, I can see.
I don't hate it, Dena. My only thing is that
this is so serious.
I'm just a little bit passionate, okay? I don't hate it. My only thing with it is that it's like that's from Dance Academy, right? The Dance Academy fans are Betty's. They're the Betty Bunheads kind of thing, right? And that's really associated with Dance Academy because, Tara was called a Betty Bunhead, like all those kind of. So it's, I think.
Let me sip my Celsius and think about this.
The only reason why I am a little bit on the fence about it is simply because it's so associated with Dance Academy. And this is an old Dance Academy. Like we've got Dance Academy, obviously, like so much and so many of our listeners love Dance Academy. However, maybe not all of our listeners are Dance Academy fans.
No. We do have like maybe 2 people who listen to it who are not Dance Academy.
But as we grow too, maybe there are people who didn't watch Dance Academy. Like we don't want to box ourselves in.
We're not just Betty's.
We're not just.
We also do jazz.
we do jazz as well, okay? And maybe a little bit of tap.
Okay, well, we have to come up with something.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys have to help us.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't do the OGs because not everyone is an OG. Our producers have just done something. What? Are they telling us time's up?
Academics.
Oh, someone said that already. Someone said that on the group, the academics.
Yeah.
Which I love and hate because I'm like, I'm not an academic. And when I think of the academics, I think of like scientists. And I'm like, those are not my people.
Academy.
No, I get it. Oh my God, I get it. The academics, I get it.
Alicia. I like it.
I liked another one I like, but it's Dance Academy-ish was the first years, which I think is really cute.
But also because this is the other thing that also coincides with Life Academy because they are students in the School of Life. So I like that one better than Betty's. I think first year's good. But also the other thing is it's a lot to say. First year's.
First year's a lot. Yeah.
FYs.
Someone said Life Academy listeners.
Lels.
And then she was like the lallies.
The lallies.
Like lollies.
Our lallies.
Like the lallies.
Our lallies.
It's a bit weird. I don't know.
No, I don't like it.
I said to her, I like this. It's cute. Is that what she said? Lallies. Life Academy listeners. Lallies.
Our lels. I like lels.
Our lels?
Our lels.
Our LAs? No, we don't have that.
Well, yeah, I don't mind the LAs, but I think the lels are.
It sounds like we're just saying lol wrong. Lol.
But that's why it's kind of funny.
Lol. Okay, anyway, you guys have a think about it. Get back to us.
Let us know. Send us your ideas.
Yeah.
What do you want to be called?
What do you want to be called?
Do you want to be called anything?
No, they definitely do. Yeah. The people have spoken. They said we want a name.
Yeah.
So yeah, we want to give it to you. We really do. And I think it's going to be really fun when we do like merch.
Yes.
We can have, whatever
I'm excited for merch.
Our Betties.
Anyone want any merch?
See, how cute would hats be with Betties on it?
It would be so cute.
Academics would be cute too. What about what are the kids called? What about the dropouts? No. Like, what are the kids called who get detention all the time?
The delinquents.
The delinquents. Because we're a school of life, of unqualified life coaches. So the dropout. No, that's not nice. No, I don't know.
Well, someone out there they'll have it.
We'll know it when we hear it.
Yeah. And tell us if you want merch too, because
I want merch.
I want merch.
I want really cool. I want hoodies.
I want hoodies. I want t-shirts. I want hats.
Yeah. Okay. Done.
Okay.
If you make merch, hit us up, and let's do it. Let's collab. I want to do some cool. I want to do some capsule collections. Like, I want to work with a brand that does that. They do the fashion stuff, and then we do the branding stuff, and we do a capsule collection and do it like Sabi, where we only make a small amount, and you got to get in to get it. And if you get it like me, like this jacket,
which is
then
sick,
you froth.
By the way.
Yeah, I love this.
I love that.
Sabi.
I'm just looking at the time as well, and I do think that this episode has to wrap up.
Aww.
Yeah.
I could talk to
Actually, that's something that Isla started to do, and I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, relax, girl. Bloody hell. I think she's getting it from Bluey. Okay.
Okay, guys, we gotta go.
What's your... I'm going to stop that now. What is your recommendation for today?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I forgot about it too.
Shit.
I know. I feel like the worst teacher.
I have a really good recommendation, but can you go first? Because I just got to get the name right.
Oh, shit. I got to think of one off the top of my head. Let me have a quick... Do you know what? Okay. If you're in the position that I am currently in and you're a logical little bitch-ass mean girl that lives inside of you is being a little bitch, find a way to stop her being a little bitch. I would say, okay, what Dena has suggested, do some hot cold therapy, because I would like to try that because of that nervous system thing. Like, I feel like my nervous system and the fear that's rolling in, I need to stop that. So I'm going to take also my own recommendation, and I'm going to try something that with the nervous system stuff and try and relax my nervous system. So either hot cold therapy or something else that Dena will be able to be more knowledgeable on than I. But just regulate your nervous system, team.
Come to the self-retreat.
Come to the self-retreat next year in October. Mm-hmm. Can you put other dates in before October?
We're thinking about adding one in January if we have enough demand. So if the people want it, we can make it happen.
Yeah. Okay, that's my recommendation. And also, if anyone is feeling like that, I'm sorry. I love you and I feel you. And I see you and I hear you. Reach out. For you.
Okay, so... my dream work recommendation for the week is to check out, and I'm just making sure I've got the handle right. It's at Share the Dignity Australia.
Yes, that was also, I was thinking about that.
So this is an amazing charity that reached out to me and said, hey, would you mind sharing our stuff? And I looked into it. I was like, this is an incredible initiative. Oh, this is an incredible initiative. And it is for women who are escaping domestic violence situations or any situations where they are at risks, high risk situations. And often when they are in those situations, they have to flee their home and they don't have anything. And then they go into protective housing and they have nothing. So what this Share Their Dignity is asking us to do this Christmas is to just make a bag for a woman in need, and they just want like shampoo and conditioner, period products, body wash, roll-on deodorant, like just fill a bag, toothbrushes, toothpaste. Fill a bag with the essentials, drop it at Bunnings anytime between the 14th and the 30th of November, and they donate these straight and write a handwritten note with it. Apparently that's like they've interviewed women who've received the bags, and they said that the best part of all was getting the handwritten notes. And one of the women even took her note to court, and it like got her through, makes me emotional, got her through like the whole court process because she just didn't feel alone. And there was like this army of women supporting her. So this Christmas, let's not let any women go alone. And you know what? Most of us have enough shit. So if I said this year, instead of giving gifts to my family, I'm making bags for everyone, and I'm going to drop them all at Bunnings between the 14th and the 30th of November. Share the dignity, help out vulnerable women in need this Christmas.
I love that. Yeah, I'm going to get onto them as well, and I want to post all about it too, because it's just such a very
it's a really important cause.
Very important cause.
Yeah.
So
no one wants to be in that situation, and
that's amazing, Dee. Thanks for doing that too.
Yeah, well, it's an incredible, it feels really good. I had an absolute blast making the bag. Like it felt, it's so rewarding. Giving back feels amazing. It's a win-win for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that.
Altruism for the win. Okay.
Preach it, sister.
Preach it.
Love
all right,
you guys.
academics, Betties, whoever you are. Thank you so much for listening. Please subscribe and check us out on Facebook if you want to be part of the little immediate fam.
Be part of our crew.
We love you.
Thank you for listening to...
That was pretty much a therapy session.
That was a therapy session. Thanks for listening to the therapy session, and love you all.
We love you guys so much.
Bye.